health. And today we're going to talk about motherhood and perfectionism and how it impacts our mental health. All right. Mom guilt. It's that feeling that you get that no matter how much you're doing, you could be doing much. And mom guilt can also be translate into if you wanted to do something, leave and do something, you're constantly thinking about your child. How many of us have had that guilt where you feel guilty of leaving your child with your help, with someone, with your mother in law, and you don't quite feel like going? That is mom guilt right there. Guilt of just thinking that I need time to myself, and then something tells you, no. Or the guilt of not enjoying every moment with your kid, and you feel guilty that you are not enjoying every moment with your kid, that you are tired, and you are thinking, society says when you get a baby, you should be very happy. I remember for me when my kiddo was young, I wasn't not always happy. There are times I'd feel sad, and that's okay. Mom guilt would tell you that, chick, you should be happy. You should be happy. You should be happy you have a baby, because there are people who do not have babies or such like things. That is just mom guilt. It robs you the joy of enjoying or just being yourself in that moment. I don't know if that sounds familiar. Tell me in the comment section if you have experienced mom guilt. Where does it come from? Where does mom guilt come from? Society always says that women should always be selfless, and that is not possible. Can you imagine the struggles or the things? It's not even the struggles. Can you imagine the things that women go through when they give birth? They're expected to wake up right on time, even despite sleeping late or not sleeping at all. Uh, get ready, probably go to work, have a job, come back, cook, clean, and make sure everything is in order. That cannot, or that does not exist, because we are humans and we get tired. Number two, bring yourselves to the perfect moms on social media. I know most of the time we can get caught up in comparing ourselves with people on social media. When you get your phone and you're scrolling and you're seeing who is doing what, you can get carried away and start wanting to do all, wanting to do it all. You want to be in a perfect shape, so you probably go to the gym, you come back, you're tired, but you need to take care of the baby, or you need to cook and clean and wash and go to work. So society has this thing that holds, or rather, as human beings, as women, at times you can go on social media and you start comparing yourself with other women who you do not even understand where they're coming from or what it is that they're doing in order to appear a certain manner. And most of the time, this is just for social media. When they're out of social media, they're living their normal lives. Another thing of cultural expectations that if you're doing good parenting, it has to be sacrificial. So you're always sacrificing your sleep, you're always sacrificing your food, you're always sacrificing everything that you as a woman have to give out in order to be a good mom, in order to look good in the eyes of the society. And I know with African culture, we are expected to give our all. If your child needed to eat and you were in the middle of eating, you would leave your food, then attend to your child. I'm not saying that is wrong, but most of the time, society expects you to drop everything that you're doing and go and rescue your child, whatever that thing looks like. Yeah, maybe you can tell me in the comment section what are some of these things in the African setting, in even people who are not Africans. If you are in another country, in the US, whichever place that you're watching us from, what does the society expect of you as a mother to be able to sacrifice for your children and for your family? Perfectionism isn't real, and when you are guilty of feeling bad and you're guilty of not spending quality time with your kid, It does not make you a better mom in any way. It does not even solve anything. If you're just there feeling guilty, oh, I'm not spending enough time with my daughter, I'm not spending enough time with my kid. Um, it does not add anything. It does not even make you a better person. It's not even a ticket to heaven. So quit uh, being a perfect mom. You might ask yourself, so how then do I go about not being a perfect mother? Or how then do I go about this feeling of perfectionism? So, number two is the pressure to do it all and why asking for help is important. How many times have you had to feel like you need to handle everything by yourself as a super mom? Society paints this picture that a perfect woman or a good woman, a good wife, should be able to handle everything by themselves without asking for any help. So you would typically wake up in the morning, do your chores, make sure your kids have eaten and your husband and everyone is doing okay. Um, Wash dishes, clean clothes, do what? Clean the house, clean all those things. That is a super mom. And then leave and go for work and come back and cook and clean and do it all over again without dropping, all right? Without feeling like uh, you are tired. That is a super mom. And super moms do not exist. They do not exist. And that's the thing with the society that we live in today. They put so much expectations on the woman that they have to be perfect, of which it is not possible. Yes, that's a myth. And the truth is, no one can do it all without burning out. And that's why it is okay to ask for help. Go ahead and ask for help without feeling guilty of asking for help. So if you need help with a baby, ask for help. If you need to get extra help, let's say with a nanny, get two helps or whatever that you need to do, go ahead and do it so that you do not fall apart and be a present mother. And at times, I think the society has put this pressure that when you ask for help, then you are a failure as a mom. And that is not the case. Asking for help is not failing in your motherhood duties. It is actually a strength that you acknowledge that you cannot give your all, or there is a limit to um, you getting tired, and asking for help is normal. Asking for help is taking care of you as a mom so that you can be able to be a present parent. Why do moms actually struggle to ask for help? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why is it that you feel some type of way asking for help? Number one is that the society expects us to do it all, to handle our things together. You fear being judged. When you decide to ask help, you will be there thinking, okay, what would people uh, think of me? What would my mother think of me? What would my mother-in-law think of me? What would my friends think of me if I call them and ask for help? Ladies, let us ask for help. For me, I struggled to ask for help because of all these things that I'm just thinking, what would so and so say about me asking for help? Connie, you can't handle it, Allah, which is um, a wrong way of looking at things. The thing is that we believe that we should be able to manage everything by ourselves. After all, the child is yours, right? So get your together, right? And the other thing, you think that, if our foremothers, is there something like that, handled it, then you should be able to handle it. Forgetting that our parents lived in a community where your aunties were around, their mothers were around, our in-laws were around, so they were able to raise these children together. Do you ask yourself why people in the um, generation, our mothers' generations, and our grandmothers and our great grandmothers had so many children? It's because they lived in a community and people were willing to help one another. Help was available every so often, and people were more of a community, right? Unlike today, where we are more individualistic, we live far away from each other, asking for help looks like a bother, and yet it's not. So, ladies, let's get in the habit of asking for help. Mothers, let's get in the habit of asking for help. Do not feel bad if you are asking for help. And the other thing is the guilt of burdening others. So you take it upon yourself that if I ask for help from so and so, I'll be burden. I'll be a burden. If I move back home and ask for help, I'll be a burden. But is it at the expense of you breaking down? So, what if you just go home and you decided you're going back home to get the help that you deserve, or your mom is coming to live with you for a certain period of time, and they actually enjoy it. They don't mind helping you because they have a lot more experience than you do, and that way you are a happier parent at the end of the day, and you're able to give the best to your children while you are accepting help. So yeah, let's learn to accept the help. Do as women is it is okay to let go. It is okay to let go. Let go of the control that you have with your baby. Of course, when you're younger, rather, when you're a first time mother, you feel like you need to control everything, or everyone who's coming to visit, do this, do that, do this, do that. But at times, that can be a bit exhausting. So, yeah, we need to let go of that control. Number one is that kids do not need a perfect parent, kids do not need a perfect mom. So let go of that perfectionism. Oh, the beds have to be made in a certain manner. You have to disinfect the room every 10 minutes because your child is crawling. Let go of that control. Of course, do thorough cleaning, but not every other time. Um, I don't know if you get it. Because if you want your things to look a certain manner, and at that point you're not able to deliver, what is going to happen? All right. Tasks do not doesn't mean that you are failing. It just means that you are prioritizing your well-being. So if you have people around you, you can tell them, you can come and cook this time. You can do ABCD. You can take care of the child. You can bath them. You can take them for a walk, um, and then that way you can be able to have time to yourself, even if it is just doing nothing. So delegating works. Accepting support, that also models uh, good behavior or good boundaries for your children. When your children see that you are accepting support from people, you are accepting help, then you are modeling that it is okay to accept the help that people are offering you. But if you're always saying, no, 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 I can handle it, no, 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 I can do it all, no, 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 let me finish it, let me, no, 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 don't, thank you, thank you, thank you, don't help me, I'm going to finish it by myself. Then your children will see that, yeah, we need to be super women, we need to be super, super, we need to handle our things together without even asking for help. So, yes, model good behavior, model boundaries with your children, tell them that it is okay to accept help, to what extent, all right? Accepting support models healthy boundaries for your children. So I don't know, what's the one thing that you struggle to ask help with? Let's be real in the comment section and get typing. Tell me what is it that you struggle with asking for help. All right, because I know we all struggle some one way or another. We do struggle asking for help. So yeah, tell me in the comment section what is that one thing that you struggle asking for help. Number three is setting boundaries and also setting self-care routines and putting practices in place that helps you as an individual. So let's talk about boundaries, because without them, mom guilt can easily take over, you know? It can take over like this in a flash. So let's talk about mom guilt. You set boundaries without feeling guilty. Ladies, we need to say no without explaining. When someone would tell you, oh, can I shave your daughter's hair? You're like, nah. Why? None of your business. Learn to say no without um, explaining. So, no is enough without going into details. Oh, I want to be the one shaving my daughter's hair. Yada yada. No. Um, can I shave your daughter's hair? No. That's it. No is enough. So, yeah, you also need to schedule self care as an appointment. If it's not in your calendar, it does not exist. So, go ahead and put time aside for yourself so that you can be able to relax, you can be able to unwind and recharge your batteries so that you can be a present parent when you are around your children. Otherwise, you are going to burn out. So schedule self-care activities. Like three is delegating responsibilities. You need to delegate responsibilities. As I was mentioning earlier, in the past, like our mothers, our parents, our great grandparents, our grandparents, they used to delegate tasks to people in the community around them. So go ahead and delegate tasks. If it is your husband or your partner, tell them it's your time to watch the baby, or during this time, watch the baby, feed the baby, do this, clean, nini, nini, wash dishes, have someone else cook, have someone else clean, and that way you are able to offload all those things that would otherwise make you very tired, and you're able to have time for yourself and relax. The thing is that you need to limit social media and comparisons. So quit those pages that are making you feel bad, that are making people look like they can achieve everything by themselves. Quit them at this very moment so that you are able to stay sane. Okay? Sanity is key when raising children. Sanity is key as a human being. So I want to tell you a few self-compassion reminders that I usually practice with my clients, and I also practice on myself. Number one, to yourself like you would your best friend. I cannot emphasize this enough. Ladies, gentlemen, speak to yourself as you would your best friend. Would you bash your best friend when they do something? You'll be like, I understand, sorry, oh, that was it. But when it comes to yourself, you are so hard on yourself. So speak to yourself kindly like you would your best friend. Number two is acknowledge that no mom has it all figured out. We are all learning on the job as we are going. This child can be so smooth, can be a smooth sailing with this child. And then the next one is rough one. So we are all learning on the job. So acknowledge that not every mother knows everything. Number three is celebrating small wins. So if you were able to achieve a certain milestone today, celebrate those wins so that you can actually see the progress that you have made with time. So have a journal that you record the wins that you have done on that day, on that week, and then at the end of the week you can be able to look at it and say, actually I did well for myself. I ate right, I exercised, I interacted with people, because at times it's very hard to get yourself to interact with people when you're raising a young one. A practical tip is the journal. Keeping a journal, a mom win journal. Over time, you will realize that you have done a lot. You have actually accomplished a lot. As we come to a close, I would like to tell you that normalize the struggle. Motherhood is quite hard, and by acknowledging it, we are starting in the right point, or we are starting in the right footing. So normalize that motherhood is hard. Motherhood is no walk in the park, people. It is quite hard. It's tough on your mental health. It's tough on your pocket if you don't plan well. It is tough. Mom guilt and perfectionism are real, but they don't define you at any point. Being a good mom is not about doing everything perfect. It's about loving your child and showing up as your best self, and also extending yourself so much grace. Yeah, if this video resonated with you, share, subscribe, and like. Share it to the people in your circle so that we can be able to build a community of women who support each other. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up so that many other women, many other mothers can find this video. Let me know in the comment section what's that one thing that you're going to let go of today, so that we can learn. Subscribe so that you can be able to find more real conversations on motherhood and mental health. Remember, if you need extra support, if you need any type of help around your motherhood journey, about your mental health, we are here for you. Reach out. I will leave the details on how you can reach out, and so that we can be able to walk this journey with you. And yeah, remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.